Hello, everybody. Thank you for clicking on. Do we have a little bit of echo? Are you hearing some echo? Let me know if you are. If you are hearing that, we're just kicking things off. Hi, Sissy. Sissy, are you hearing echo? It is intentional. I don't know if it's coming through or not. I'm catching it through the earphones, but I'm not sure if it's coming through the stream. No echo on my end. Good evening. Okay. Can you hear me talking, Sissy? I'm trying out a new setup here. Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching. Bear with me for a couple of minutes. No echo. All right. Okay. You're probably not going to hear this, and you can hear me. Okay, cool. All right, that's all. I've got to figure out how to get this working. Hi, Cunning. Cunning, Stunt, and let me turn this down here because there. All right. Cunning, Stunt, and CA from GA are going to be with us a little bit later on in the show. Wednesday nights, we talk about what's going on in 1776 and the opposition. Sounds a little hollow. I'm running it through a box. It's a box somebody sent me. I've talked about it on here before. Tried to use it on the older computer, and it just it wouldn't interface at all. And whoever sent it to me didn't send me any directions. So I've been kind of tinkering with it, and I thought I had it set up. It sounds a little hollow through the earphones too. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bypass this box thing here. Hang on for just a second. I've got a helicopter going overhead. There we go. And we should be back to normal. Always be kind. Good evening. Hi, Sandy Foster. It's okay. All right. Okay, there we go. This is how I've been running it, without using. There we go. All right. Yes, I can. Okay. All right. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in, clicking on. Always greatly appreciated. It's DUFUS After Dark again. GA from CA, Georgia, and Cunning, Stunt are going to be on here a little bit later on and talk about some things. And of course, we're going to cover some news and some other stories before we have them on. And I want to start out with a little bit of breaking news. Super Bowl Sunday is coming up in not this Sunday, but the Sunday afterwards. Super Bowl Sunday. A long-standing tradition of Super Bowl Sunday has been something called Puppy Bowl. And at least it's been a long-standing tradition with me until I moved to where I'm at now, and I don't have Animal Planet. So I haven't been able to see the Puppy Bowl for about 6 years. Breaking news. The Puppy Bowl is not only going to be on Animal Planet, it's also going to be on Discovery Channel and also going to be on TBS. So the Puppy Bowl is truly going national, much broader audience for the Puppy Bowl coming up in a week and a half, and we'll talk about that as we get closer. And since we're talking football, another breaking news from today, along about sunrise today. Tom Brady, legendary quarterback, and I say that Being from Indianapolis, being a Colts fan, it's really hard to say Tom Brady's a legendary quarterback. But when you look at all the statistics, he's a legendary quarterback. Um, if you took his statistics from when he was in his 20s, he had an NFL Hall of Fame career. If you took it just from his 30s, he had an NFL Hall of Fame career. If you took it from his 40s, he had each three separate decades of Hall of Fame statistics, and yeah, and he retired today for the second time. By the way, he retired last year, and I think this one might be permanent. Anyway, so that's a couple of breaking things I wanted to touch on. I want to recap a couple of things from last night from our science and faith, some things people had some questions on, specifically the fact that the center of the Earth, which generates our magnetosphere, the center of the Earth appears to be stopping or has stopped or possibly is in reverse. And what do those things mean, and what impact could it possibly have? Okay, and I'm not going to get real deep into this. I'm just going to touch on it because I had more than a couple of people wanting to know what it meant. The center of the Earth rotates, and that generates the electricity, the vibrations, everything that makes up our magnetosphere, the magnetic sphere that surrounds Earth and protects it from solar storms, solar radiation. A lot of the most harmful things are deflected because of our magnetosphere. Mars had a similar magnetosphere, similar rotating. It stopped. Mars lost all of its magnetism. It lost its atmosphere. Now, this was a long time ago. But as the guy said in the video last night, the CNN video, the professor said, we know more about other planets than we know about our own planet. Well, we do, and we know what happened to Mars. And if the center of the Earth does stop and does not move at all, our magnetic sphere will slowly, relatively speaking, evaporate. If it reverses, that's really a good thing for us because it will keep generating a magnetosphere. So, just could it be really bad? Yeah, it really could. If you watch because of the pole things too, and because of the closeness in time to the North Pole stopping its migration, it was moving. It looked like it could possibly flip. We've talked about that on here before, and it stopped. And it stopped in a relative time to when the center of the Earth, the core supposedly stopped. So, what's it all mean? Nobody knows. And anybody that tells you they know what it means, they don't. They're speculating because humanity wasn't around. And if humanity was around, humanity wasn't documenting anything as far as what we're doing now. And the professor last night said, it's nothing to worry about. It happens every 70 years or so, we think. Well, they don't know because 70 years ago, we didn't have the power. We didn't have the technology to have a clue what was going on inside the Earth. They thought we could still, we can just drill down into the center of the Earth. They didn't know. And we still don't know. That's the long and the short of it. We don't know. Something happened, and probably is. Government going to tell us about it? Probably not. That's just the way it is. Again, thank you all for watching. We're just kicking things off here. The core did not stop spinning. It's measured relative to the Earth's spin. Well, okay. Again, I'm not going to get into. We'll do that next Tuesday night. Timing is everything, Sandy Foster. Absolutely, timing is everything. And again, some of the sciencey people are going off the rails. You know, like there's going to be massive flooding, and there's all, you know, we touched on that last night. Some people are, and they may be right, but we don't do that here. We're not going to spread a bunch of false crap. We just give you things to think about. All right. And again, next Tuesday night, we'll talk more about all of this. And you can keep talking about it in the chat amongst yourselves. In the meantime, I do have some stuff I've got to get to. What happened to it? Actually, this is okay. Hold on just a second. Bear with me just a second here. There we go. Make sure we get this up. This is how I was originally intending to start the episode before I experimented a little bit with sound and that didn't work. So let's see if I can pull this up. Yes, there it is. Good. Okay, refreshed. All right. This is from G. Abbott's basement. We've featured G. Abbott's stuff a few times on here. Always excellent stuff. And this piece I'm starting out with simply because today was the funeral for Tyre Nichols.
Be strong, stand on his word. God has promised to fight every one of your battles. So don't you give up. It's too late to give up.
Had sound with it. I'm not getting any sound. I do apologize. I'm going to direct you to G. Abbott's basement. Yeah. Because unless I just had a major brain meld, it had sound. G, capital G, capital ABBOTT''S basement, G. Abbott's basement, where you can see the video in its entirety. And not sure. I'm hoping that was just a glitch on that one video, and everything else works here. Weather, a lot of weather, especially in the south, including the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Here's Reed Timmer, Dr. Reed Timmer. Okay, we got sound here.
sliding right there. Still going too. Look at that. He's sliding. That's not good for them. Uh-oh. He's definitely sliding. Gotta let them go. I got a red light, you can go. Look at this layer of ice here, pure freezing rain, accretion happening, ice storm warning. Includes Fort Worth, but needs to include downtown Dallas as well, as we began with a period of pure freezing rain so far this morning. Incredibly dangerous, not only to drive, but even to walk out here. And that's why you've got to be incredibly careful when you're walking around today. It is as slippery as it gets. Look at this right here. Everybody walking like a penguin, and the risk of serious injury is immense out here if you're walking and driving. Very dangerous. Those bridges and overpasses are largely closed. You can see the downtown Dallas skyline back behind me and an ice skating rink in the public parking lot right in front of it. These bridges and overpasses, there's still vehicles moving slowly up there, but very dangerous as we have pure freezing rain happening. And that's because the warm nose just above the ground is a lot more thick, and the sub-freezing layer near the surface is a lot more shallow. And so the droplets that are falling into that are super cooled, and they don't have time to freeze into sleep pellets. And that's why you have super cooled water that is freezing on impact. When it hits the ground, spreads out, and it instantly freezes. Surface temperatures are near 30 degrees here in Dallas. Just above the ground, it's above freezing, and that's why liquid water is falling. It's super cooled water out here, but it's as dangerous as it gets today. Yesterday we had sleet. The day before it was sleet, and today, pure freezing rain out here. Lone Star ice continues.
Dr. Reed Timmer, and a little report there from downtown Dallas from earlier today. Again, as we're anticipating more and more of these situations and impacting in other locations, just a reminder, how incredibly dangerous it is walking on stuff like that, let alone driving on it. So just something to think about. Hi, Sandy Foster. Sassy pants. I slid right off the road. Glare ice on my way to work. Yeah, it can happen and happen incredibly quickly. I'm going to open up CNN page here real quick just to share some headlines here. Large glacier near Seattle has, quote, completely disappeared. The climate crisis dealt the final blow to the Inman Glacier, which had existed for thousands of years in Washington state. And it's not the only region losing ice. So just wanted to, again, pop that out there. We're going to get into that more coming up next Tuesday on our Science Day. Let's jump into the breaking news. What the mainstream media says is the breaking news. CBS, the Tyre Nichols funeral, Vice President Kamala Harris, Reverend Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, all in attendance. CNN, McCarthy hopeful after first meeting with Biden on debt limit. He says he thinks there is an end game, thinks there's a way we can avoid shutdown. Let's hope so. House Republicans vote to turn back time on telework policies. This comes from the GE government executive. And basically, they are wanting people back in their offices, not wanting people to be working from home. New York Times, the College Board strips down its AP, that's advanced placement curriculum, for African American Studies. This is in Florida because Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, said they're not going to be doing those things anymore. So, wait a minute. Back up here. Two more headlines from CNN. Dallas Zoo says tamarin monkeys that went missing for a day are they're healthy, and of course they have been returned unharmed, uninjured. And also from CNN, Hunter Biden calls for criminal probe and aggressive new legal strategy. This is okay, there you go. There are the headlines. Those are the things to think about. This is opinion. This is my particular thought. Hunter Biden should shut his freaking trap and hope he doesn't go to prison. Calling for aggressive legal strategy might be the absolute last thing you would want to do, pal. Again, that's simply my opinion, and my opinion. And $5 would get yourself I don't know if I get coffee or not. I don't buy coffee, but I think it's $5 for a cup of coffee. I think that's like the standard thing. So some other news that did not make the headlines. Does Donald Trump want another January 6th? Remember when Donald Trump used to stay up late at night and sometimes into the morning, tweeting all manners of insults, policy ideas, complaints, and even retweets and likes of controversial statements from his followers? Do you all remember that? Well, he's doing it again on his own social network, Truth Social. Twitter clone has a button users can tap to retruth statements they agree with. Trump's in hot water for retruthing a heinous comment from one of his followers that appears to call for another insurrection. Okay, what is this? User dubbed FreeTX 1776 had this stunning post today. Quote, then they will have to figure out how to fight 80 million plus. It's not going to happen again. People my age and old will physically fight for him this time. What we got to lose. I'll donate the rest of my time here on this planet to do it. And I know many, many others who feel the same. They got my 6 and are locked and loaded. Okay, this is my question. 80 million? Okay, again, giving you something to think about. Not telling you what to think or how to think, just giving you something to think about. While we're on the topic of former President Trump, a couple of lawsuits, some criminal proceedings going on, a lot of time in court, and a lot of time in front of judges coming for the former president. So if there are 80 million of those people that are going to that are locked and loaded and ready to die for Trump this time, it will be interesting to see if legal proceedings are indeed a trigger. Certainly hoping not. Nonetheless, speaking of trigger, lawsuit can proceed against Kenosha shooter Kyle Rittenhouse. This again comes from the Associated Press. And are you kidding me? There we go. Lawsuit filed by, hold on. A federal judge in Wisconsin ruled that a wrongful death lawsuit filed by the father of a man shot and killed by Kyle Rittenhouse during a protest in 2020 can proceed against Rittenhouse. police officers, and others. There we go. I don't know what the deal is on this thing. Okay, I'm not. The father of Anthony Huber, one of two men shot and killed by Rittenhouse, filed the lawsuit in 2021, accusing officers of allowing for a dangerous situation that violated his son's constitutional rights and resulted in his death. Huber's father also alleged that Rittenhouse, who was 17 at the time of the shooting, conspired with law enforcement to cause harm to protesters. So it will be interesting, especially for those of us that like to follow trials. It will be interesting to follow along with that. Now we're going to expand out to, hold on. Jeez. We're going to expand out to international story here real quick. Okay, the headline from Newsweek: a weapons expert reveals what Ukraine's, quote, death ray could actually be. Viral video showing an apparent strike on Russian soldiers in Ukraine has sparked intense speculation about what weapon could have been used for the attack, with at least one social media user describing it as a, quote, death ray. There's that still. The clip posted on Twitter earlier this week had 2.5 million views as of today. Initially showed a group of soldiers walking across a stretch of land before they are struck by some type of weapon or projectile. In the footage, whatever strikes the soldiers moves extremely fast, envelops the targeted area in a cloud of smoke, and leaves a notable dust trail. Let's see if we can enlarge this. We can. And nope. It took me to another video. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see if we can't catch that one. Okay. It's taken me. Here we go. Let me try this one more time and see if I can get it. No, it's gone. All right. Two more things here, and then we will see if we can't get the ladies up here. I want to just quickly point out. Okay, this is gonna be all right. Here we go. This is from Maxwell Mitchell. Just a little bit of the service today.
Reverend Sharpton invited me into the family of the National Action Network, allowed me to serve on his board, and give me a front row to his work in leading the civil rights movement. I want to say this without any fear of contradiction. He is the hardest working.
Okay, just pointing this out, just in case you want to see the actual funeral and you didn't, and you want to get it from a perspective on the ground and not from mainstream. Maxwell Mitchell right here on Facebook, and Maxwell was there live, as he is many events, and we're glad he is. As I said, just a couple of things left to share. One more thing here from Facebook that I don't know if you're aware of or not. This is Huntington Park, California. This was 12 hours ago. California police officers shoot dead Anthony Lowe Jr., a double amputee man. Video has no sound. We're going to probably be hearing a whole lot more about this. Again, this just came in relatively recently, 12 hours ago. California, man with double amputee, shot in the back by police. And again, this isn't body cam footage that we were watching there. This was that was footage shared. Anyway, I don't know. As I've said, I'm not on Twitter at the moment. Still trying to work out how we can get me back on Twitter. I can access it on the old computer through old software, but I can't. They won't let me log in on my new computer. So this is what I'm doing. I don't have access. As you can see, this is just the basic computer screen. But I want, the reason we're here is I want to point out something. Rebecca Jones. Just so if you don't know if it'll show up here, it won't show up. There we go. She was the Tech Person of the Year for Forbes magazine. She's a prize nominee from Nature magazine. She ran for Congress as a Democrat in Florida, and she works for the Daily Beast and is considered DeSantis' worst nightmare. I want to bring up some, and I had it all set up, but somehow I got myself on two different platforms and or two different pages, which means I got to, never mind. Okay, she's got a story on Matt Gaetz, and that's what I was wanting to highlight. And it came from today, but I'm not going to scroll through. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is the thread, I'm pretty sure. Basically, throughout the thread, she lays out how she's been investigating Matt Gaetz. She didn't want to take the story. She's talked to, I think, 23 separate sources, and out of the 23, not one of them was contacted by the Department of Justice regarding the wrongdoings. Now that here we go. Okay, I'm sorry, I said 23, it's 13. I've spoken to 13 current and former Representative Matt Gaetz staffers, 3 close friends, a relative, 2 ex-lovers. See, when I first read this, I thought it was a joke. I thought she was setting up a joke, but it's for real. She's 3 close friends, a relative, 2 ex-lovers, a bartender from his favorite bar, 2 former stylists, a desk clerk at a hotel he frequents, and 2 things stand out in every one of those conversations. Every single one of them personally observed proof of sex trafficking, illicit drug use, underage drinking, partying, affairs, and or financial crimes. Out of 23, there's the 23. Out of 23 sources with this information, only one says the Department of Justice interviewed them or even reached out about the crimes. So I just wanted to, I just wanted to point you to this if you're a Twitter user. Rebecca Jones. If all of this is true, well, I wouldn't be surprised if all of it was true. But what it shows is what I've said on here before. There's a club, and we are not in it. Okay, Matt Gaetz is in the club, and Matt Gaetz will be protected, even though they hate Matt Gaetz. George Santos, the congressman who helped build Noah's Ark, he will be protected as we are seeing, and it should give us all, something to think about. And one final, this is just bugging me. Hang on a second. I got to clean this up a little bit. Here we go. All right. And one final thing okay, never mind. I had one final thing I wanted to touch on, and it's gone. Oh, well. We had a lot to get through tonight, and a lot of stuff to think about. So I regret that I stopped that or dropped that last story, because I did want to touch on it, but it's gone. So I am going to put the link up for GA from CA and from Cunning, for Cunning. And see if we can't get those ladies up here. Matt Gaetz looks like a villain from a cartoon, like a caricature, but life size. Yeah, he does. Yeah. All right, there's GA. Hi, Lori Arnold. He looks like I'll think of his name. The villain against Tom Slick. Tom Slick and the Thunderbolt Grease Slapper. Let's see if we can't. We'll see if
Where's Cunning?
Pop Georgia up here. Hi, Georgia.
Yellow, how are you?
Yellow.
Where's our Cunning? Where'd she go?
Where's our Cunning?
If she comes in coughing, we'll know.
Comes in coughing. Is she sick? Is she not feeling good?
No.
Oh, never. Yeah. Okay. Duh.
I'm excited about tonight, though, because we're doing, I'm sure you remembered this, but we're doing stupid news tonight.
Okay,
we're doing stupid headlines and stupid laws, and it's going to be fun.
Awesome.
If she gets over here. Come on, girl. How you been?
Exhale and pop on here, okay? I've been okay. I'm hanging in there, doing all right.
Is it frozen in Indiana?
It is
my
frozen.
God, look at her. Look at her.
It is frozen.
What the hell?
I'm not coughing.
What? Yeah, but what is your picture doing?
What is it doing?
I'm
Oh,
not
it's got
seeing the picture.
it's got doofus on the background of your name when I look at it here, and it's flashing. You have a flashing doofus behind you.
That's what I am. That's me. I'm a flashing doofus.
I'm glad you said you were a flashing doofus, because that would have been cut to where I'm a flashing doofus, and I'm not.
I
Well,
thought
no,
she was coming on with the costume, and I'm like, damn, you didn't tell me.
no costume.
All right.
No costume. No.
Okay, all
My
right.
son was at the last minute was like, "Oh, you're about to go on. I'm going to come on. I want to come in there." And I was like having this
Cool.
conversation with him. No, I was like, "No, I'll be shy. You'll make me shy." Like, no.
Which one?
It was Corey.
He's welcome.
Oh,
He's welcome to come on anytime.
I know, but I'm not going to tell him.
Okay.
I explained to him it's like two dimensions colliding, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to cross the beams. You know.
Not yet. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Before we get to the stupid news, anything going on in 1776 in opposition
blah
that's
blah
worth talking
gross,
about?
blah blah vile, blah blah. Aunt went to court today, got a continuance, which is what you get when you have a lawyer.
What was he in court for?
I think this was Santa,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
when Santa assaulted him with the megaphone.
Yep.
Yeah. Santa assaulted him and then charged him with assault,
Right.
right?
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Stupid news.
Yes.
Stupid
Bizarro
news.
world. Yeah. And of course, Santa mandated that mags go.
What?
Sorry? I said
What?
Santa mandated that mags go and sit outside in the parking lot and video it. So he did. He grifted
Okay.
some gas money and went and
All right.
sat outside and videoed it.
He's a good little elf.
He is.
Now, Santa pressed charges. Aunt could have pressed charges and chose not to. So
Right.
we always have to, toss that out.
Babies and bitches press charges.
Okay. I do too, by the way.
Oh God, vape emergency. I found it.
Oh yes. Okay. All right.
I found it. So Cunning.
One more thing I want to ask about,
Go
because
ahead.
I did not see it. I was told about it, and when I was told about it, I told the person, hey, I'll find out when Georgia and Cunning are on. The Ant Buffalo Man. Buffalo Man was stalking Ant. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. It's all on video.
Yep. And then tried to confront him about bullshit, and Ant called him on all of his bullshit and walked away. And of course they say, their view is Ant ran.
Oh,
no,
okay.
He called him on his bullshit and didn't want to listen to it anymore, so he left. But
Ant turned around and took selfies and smiled in front of Buffy.
Yeah.
And then Ant very coolly sauntered away. That's exactly what happened. Buffy and Wifey followed after, like, screaming and screeching and videoing him, so that's what happened.
Did they have any kind of conversation, any kind of exchange of?
There was an exchange, but it's hard to talk to
either one of them, probably.
Well, yeah,
there was an exchange of words that were very fresh. Yes, very fresh.
There were words involved.
Okay, all right.
Hey,
all right.
Cunning,
Lots of words.
Cunning, I thought I would go first with mine because mine aren't as funny as yours, and then you can.
Oh no pressure.
Well, yours are funnier.
Well,
So
I
we
thought
sat on
yours
the
were
phone
funny
and
too.
we sat on the phone earlier and told each other these headlines and dumb laws and cracked ourselves up. So hopefully
Okay.
you guys don't think it's funny.
Do we have any videos or photos or anything, or is it just
I do not. I'm going
okay?
to
That's cool. I just
I'm
wanted
gonna
to be prepared. I just wanted to
yep.
prepare if necessary. But okay,
Well,
cool.
and you know what if you ever figure out how to get back on Twitter, I guess we could email the links to you before we do this, but we can also send them to you on Twitter when you get back on, and then you could pull up whatever it is we're talking about. But
At
it's not; these aren't videos.
the last message I got from Twitter was, we're really sorry that this has
Oh shit!
happened, but we don't have. Yeah, it was one of those.
Oops.
They don't have a remedy.
Oh
So
well, that sucks.
yeah, I may just have to start a completely new,
Oh
new
yeah,
thing.
that would
But
bite.
yeah, you know, I it, I like having the news stories, especially
I
the
do too. When you pull up the
video
Twitter
clips.
feed,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I like
So
that.
so I really do miss I miss having that access because I
Yeah,
have to read a lot of the stories now, instead of showing them. So
right,
but
right.
anyway, all right. So what do we got? We got stupid news and
So we
stupid
have
laws.
yes, and I am in charge of dumb laws. So
Okay. And
I
you're gonna start because the laws are not as funny as the
well,
news.
I think they're funny, but I think her stuff is way funnier. So
She's
Okay.
just being nice. She's being
did
nice.
did you know? Did you know in Alabama,
Oh, wait a
it
minute.
is
We got Alabama people in
In Mobile, Alabama, stink bums, God, I can't talk. Stink bombs, funk balls, and any object, quote, the purpose of which is to create a disagreeable odor, are strictly illegal there. Also illegal is spray string,
is
confetti,
what?
and silly string.
Silly strings
Silly
illegal?
string, confetti, and bathing in public fountains. That's all Alabama. So you
It
can't stink
figures. It
things up.
just figures.
You can't have any fun. You can't bathe in a public fountain. That's
Uh,
Alabama.
I personally, I'm one that I'm not in favor of some people bathing in public.
No, me either.
For me, it's the
I
silly
mean,
string.
the silly string.
Yeah, that makes me
And
mad.
I
confetti.
don't
I
know.
mean, that's
Let's
happy
see.
stuff.
Who do we have from Alabama? I know we've got some people in Alabama. I'd like to have somebody explain this. Uh,
Mater's from Alabama.
Mater's from that's right. Mater said the other night it was hot in Alabama when I was
Yeah.
freezing. It's up to 23 here, by the way. So
Oh, wow.
we're we're getting close to getting above freezing once again. Uh,
So we got
all right.
Alaska. Alaska. This one is fantastic. No getting drunk in a bar. In Alaska, it is illegal to be drunk in a bar. Per state laws, a person who is already drunk may not, quote, knowingly enter a bar to drink more or remain in the bar that got them drunk in the first place. Confusing and cruel? Yes.
That
Outdated?
is odd.
Sadly, no. Police actually enforce it. So, what
I
if you're
So,
too drunk to know that you're drunk
yeah.
and you don't
I,
leave the bar? You're going to get arrested.
I had a couple of people in Alaska, but I haven't seen them on here for a while. I don't
That
know
was,
how to defend that.
I know.
You you
I
can't
don't know.
get drunk in the bar that got you drunk.
Right. Well, no, if you get drunk, you have to leave, but then you can't drink and drive. So, what the hell?
Okay, all right.
You're supposed to leave.
If you get drunk, you have to leave, and you
Right.
can't
And think
go
about
into
it.
another bar
Right.
if you're already
Right.
drunk.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so do you try to slip one over on the police pretending not to be drunk and driving, or do you try to slip one over on your neighborhood bartender and go into another bar hoping to get
Yeah.
even more drunk?
Or do you call an Uber and go home? Let's see. Okay. In the city.
Drink at home. Drink at home.
Yeah, no driving. No drinking and driving.
Drink at home and drink alone. Oh my God.
If I'm going to be, if I ever do it, it's generally that situation.
Here is a law from Aspen, Colorado. You are allowed to own a catapult, but you better not try discharging it. Flaming arrows, alas, are also off limit. So you can own a catapult, but you can't.
How much are they?
I don't know. Google that shit.
I am.
What's the good of owning a catapult if you can't shoot it?
Exactly.
You know, I mean, that pumpkin chunking, you know.
Oh God, yes.
Oh man, there's some areas that's massive.
This one,
catapulting various squash items.
This is a 1948 law in Connecticut.
Wait a minute. I want to go back to the catapult thing.
Oh,
because it said flaming arrows also, right?
Right. No flaming arrows.
Okay, but I wonder, did the law, one would assume the law was written because somebody had been shooting flaming arrows
into it. Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just
this one might be my favorite. In Connecticut, a pickle cannot be sold unless it bounces. It has something to do with two scheming pickle packers who tried to sell pickles unfit for human consumption on the sly. It should bounce when dropped from the height of 1 foot. Connecticut.
This is from Connecticut. Okay. Yeah. And they got some steaming pickle packers up there.
Yes, they do. At least they did.
And if I go to Connecticut, somebody's going to want to bounce my pickle off of a counter from a height of 1 foot.
Yes.
I can't even. Y'all.
Yeah. Okay.
Doofus, you're cracking me up too.
Okay, this is a Florida law.
Oh, here we go. Wait a minute.
This is I think this might be my favorite one. We know that kids can be annoying, but please remember that in Florida it is a felony to sell your children. You've been warned.
Are you serious?
Yes. You cannot sell your children.
And that's only in Florida? I didn't know about that. I didn't know you could sell your kids.
I didn't either. I didn't either.
And we're being facetious here. People just,
Yeah. In Georgia, in the lovely state of Georgia, you cannot eat fried chicken with utensils.
No, you got to eat them with your fingers.
Finger licking.
I think that should be nationwide.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. I know. I'm with you.
In 2009, a tourist was arrested for such a chicken forking violation.
Chicken forking violation. Yeah, no. I wonder, does anybody in the chat eat fried chicken with utensils?
I use a fork.
Summer says, I forgot where. I think it's Indiana. You cannot put ice cream in your back pocket.
Yes, that's coming up.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Did you say you use a fork to eat chicken?
Shut up! Chicken? I'm from California. Okay.
Okay, I love you.
I lived in the South for 20 years, but I was born in California. I don't know how to eat a chicken breast without sticking a fork in it because there might be some juicy, icky stuff that comes out if I bite it.
Oh, that's the best part to eat is the
I don't
juicy.
like the gras doux. I don't like the gras doux, man.
country girl said she eats it with a fork too. So
Thank you.
I
Thank
think
you.
you both are probably communist. All
Okay.
right.
Idaho. We're going on to Idaho. Idaho is
Idaho,
the
you-a-ho,
only
she-a-ho.
state to have an active ban on cannibalism. Technically not a crime in the rest of the nation. Cannibalism is defined as the non-consensual consumption of another human being, meaning if you can get your buddy's permission to eat his tenderloin, the feds can't stop you.
Reminds me of an ex-girlfriend.
Oh, God.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, wait a second. A couple of things I just want to point out.
Yes.
It should be a national law that you have to eat fried chicken with your fingers unless your hands are so disgustingly dirty, then somebody give that person a fork.
Or a pair of gloves.
Secondly, I'm on the bandwagon. I'm of the persuasion that cannibalism should be outlawed everywhere.
You think?
Now, if it's consensual, that get your freak flag on, but
non-consensual consumption.
Yeah. Non-consensual consumption.
There are.
Good on them for being progressive.
No shit. Here's an Indiana one. Are you ready?
Ahead.
Indiana. In the municipality of French Lick Springs, I kid you not.
I know exactly where French Lick is. Larry Bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
All black cats must wear bells around their necks on Friday the 13th.
Absolutely.
It was introduced in 1939 as a war measure to alleviate mental strain on the populace.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's some superstitious people. That's a long time. French Lick and that area, a lot of mineral springs, a lot of healing stuff going on. A lot of yeah. They wouldn't want black cats, and so they would want bells on them, so you would be aware, so that it would not cross your path. And now they got a big casino down there, so they don't want any bad luck either. So yeah, they can hit off the books.
I got one for summer in Kentucky. All public officials and attorneys in Kentucky must swear an oath that they have, quote, not fought a duel with deadly weapons, nor acted as a second in another person's duel.
That I know that to be a fact. They still have to. That is still included in their swearing in.
Live and learn. Yeah. Live and learn.
Yeah. Well,
How many duels are there that still go on? I'm curious.
Yeah. Hey, Summer, is there any dueling going on in the streets?
Yeah, in inner cities there are duels. I mean, not formal where you stand back to back and take 10 paces, but people are still shooting at each other all over the country.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
This is true.
This one is after my own heart, and I see nothing wrong with it. I don't know why it's considered a dumb law. In Louisiana, it is illegal to steal someone else's crawfish, like really illegal.
That's serious stuff. Yeah.
Meriting its own state law, crawfish theft in excess of $1,500 can land the offender with up to 10 years in prison or a $3,000 fine.
That's gold.
Seriously.
Crawfish in Louisiana. Yeah.
Crawfish is serious.
Yeah.
Serious shit. I haven't had crawfish in 8 years.
Gosh, it's been a lot longer than that for me.
I love crawfish. Yeah. I trained one of my children when she was very young how to peel the tails for me because I don't like all that suck the head stuff, And so she would peel them and wipe them off with a napkin for me and so she would peel and I would eat.
Jeez. Peel them and wipe them off with a napkin.
They have a poo-poo strip like shrimp do. They have a poo-poo strip.
Well, yeah, you don't eat that.
So she would pull that off for me and stack them. Okay.
And you eat fried chicken with a fork, Mike.
Exactly. Hey, I told you I was born in California. I grew up there. I spent all my life baking on a beach in Southern California.
And it's what they, everything they say about California is true. Everybody out there just eats kale and,
right.
They don't suck the heads of crawfish, but
they wouldn't do anything with crawfish.
No.
Okay. Did you know in Maine?
Avocados, though.
Ooh, yum. In Maine, it is forbidden to post advertisements on another person's tombstone in the city of Wells. Part of a lengthy list of cemetery regulations, this ordinance is really a favor to would-be marketers. Nobody is a worse customer than a corpse.
Yeah, but the thing is, the advertising on a tombstone is going to stay there a while.
No shit.
The resident isn't going to come up and take it off, or if they do, you got a whole different story there and a whole different clientele of advertisers.
What hits me about these? Like, what had to happen in order for these?
Right.
Like they had to put a tag on a toaster that said, "Don't use this in the bathtub." Obviously, somebody was really stupid.
That's my question too. How did these come about?
Right.
Brett Boyle, Pop-Tarts in a bubble bath.
I got no problem with Pop-Tarts in a bath, man. I got no problem
with a nice glass of wine. Oh yeah,
Pop-Tarts anywhere.
Yeah, I keep getting, people keep saying, "Well, when you gonna do the bubble bath episode?" It's again, it's 23 degrees here right now.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
No, I'm waiting on it when it's warm enough to go out into the public fountain.
Oh, there you go. With some
Me
dish
too.
soap.
Me too.
I'm going to check we'll check the local laws and see if it's illegal to take a bath in a public fountain in India.
There you go. There you go.
Test the boundaries.
In Massachusetts, that explains it. Okay, in Massachusetts, it is prohibited to dance to the Star-Spangled Banner, thanks to an excessively patriotic 1917 law. Well, you try to ponder what such a dance would even look like. Find solace in the fact that this law could never actually be enforced.
It'd be kind of a Popeye kind of thing, I think.
Thanks to a slightly weightier document called the First Amendment. Ooh, you know who'd be in trouble?
Golden Chariot.
Dom. Yep. Okay. I don't understand this one. Okay. In Minnesota. Long winters can be boring, but that's no good reason to hold a greased pig contest in your parlor. Since 1971, it has been considered a misdemeanor to operate, run, or participate in any activity where a pig is oiled up and released with the object of being recaptured.
And they made that law in 1971?
Yes. Like, what are they doing in Massachusetts?
That's Minnesota.
Oh, don't you know? Yeah, that's how they are there.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah.
I've been in a greased pig contest. It was at a county fair. It wasn't in somebody's parlor.
Yeah.
Did you win?
Somebody tell Ninja that she can't grease her pigs.
Somebody tell Minnesota that people don't say parlor anymore.
Exactly. And not even in 1971 did they say parlor.
No. Okay. All right.
Okay, this is one of my favorites, also from the Deep South. Gotta love the Southerners. Mississippi. Mississippi believes in a person's inalienable right to consume big gulps. Former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg's contentious attempt to restrict the size of soft drinks sold throughout the city. Mississippi governor signed a law preventing his state's lawmakers from enacting rules that limit portion sizes, thanks in part to the, quote, anti-Bloomberg bill FYI, 1 in 3 Mississippians remains obese.
And I mean, really, God, oh my God.
Yeah, they don't.
I'm
They've
literally
got
looking at a
they've
big
got
gulp.
70. They got 72-ounce cups down in Mississippi. They want the 64-ounce big gulp isn't enough.
Dear Lord, that's
Yeah,
dangerous.
yeah. Well,
I got a 64
I
ounce
had
big gulp right next to me, filled with crushed ice.
I had a one of my sidekicks on one of the morning shows I did was a big man, and he drank a 2 liter of Mountain Dew every morning during the morning show. During that
Oh
3 hour
my
period,
God!
he drank a plastic 2 liter of Mountain Dew
Holy!
during. Yeah.
I once drank 64 ounces of Bacardi and Coke. It was not good.
Oh my God.
Oh, do we
I
have
still
video?
I know, it was the first time I ever got drunk in my life. I was 15 years old. I
You
said,
went
"Hey, this
big.
looks good," and I drank the whole thing.
A
Don't ask
hero
me.
dose.
Don't ask me how the hamster died that night. Okay, it wasn't my fault. I swear to God.
Oh, wait a minute. That could go a whole bunch of different ways with hamsters and
Oh
gerbils.
yeah, and the
And that
hamsters in the
it's
70s.
also got to be illegal. It's somewhere. What you
Somewhere
just
along those,
said.
yeah. You just incriminated yourself in some state. I can just about guarantee
I
it.
know. I know. I thought he might enjoy a little sip of my drink. That's all.
Oh, you were
I
being
was
friendly.
I was very drunk.
Yeah,
Very, very, very drunk.
64 ounces of
Reason number
Coke and rum.
674 why I am sober. No, not Katrina. No, no.
Katrina, what did Katrina do?
Gear style, GA.
Richard Gere style. That's what happened. That's the first thing I thought of when you said what happened to the hamster.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's see. Okay, here. This is just a good one. This should be this should be allowed. In Nebraska, technically no person afflicted with a venereal disease may get married in Nebraska. Ta-da. Meanwhile,
Interesting.
state officials are still unable to get a green light for their new TV show, Law and Order VDU.
Oh,
Okay, that was funny.
that was funny.
So
Okay.
clear up that gonorrhea before you get married.
No, you know what? I was looking through LinkedIn the other day, and I did see a job in Nebraska for STD inspector prior to marriage. So
Is that a contract thing or is it hourly? I mean,
it's not volunteer. So
It's
yeah,
not hourly either.
no, it's
okay,
a case by case.
this one
Sorry.
might be one of my favorites. This is New Jersey.
Oh,
Somebody
Jersey.
Somebody
Here we
give me
go.
a Jersey accent.
Squirrels.
It is against the law to murder someone, but in Jersey, it's double against the law to murder someone while you're wearing a bulletproof vest. See if you can follow along. Wearing a bulletproof vest while committing or attempting to commit a crime of the first degree is a crime of the second degree. So you get double murder if you're wearing a bulletproof vest.
So if you're going to murder somebody,
Take your vest off.
take your vest off. Don't break the law. Take it off.
Run really, really fast.
Run really, really fast.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And of course, we are not advocating murdering anyone.
No.
Or at least I'm not. I don't know. These two ladies, hey.
This one may be why Aunt goes to New Mexico a lot.
Hold on a second. Yeah,
What?
hold on a second. Aunt goes to New Mexico a lot?
Yeah, he has friends there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. He goes down there and does some work sometime. When he took a break, his last break, he was in New Mexico.
Okay.
New
I
Mexico
didn't
is
know.
redefining indecent exposure.
Because of Ant?
I don't know. Let's take a break to focus on what's not illegal. Walking around with your butt out. In New Mexico, indecent exposure is defined as, quote, intentionally exposing one's primary genital area to public view. Buttocks are nowhere to be mentioned.
So you
So
can
you can
walk
show
around
your
New
ass.
Mexico with your butt out.
You can show your ass, yes.
That's good to know.
Yep.
Wasn't Sassy Pants in New Mexico at one time?
Oh, now we know why. Sassy
She had
pants.
she had
Wait,
to get
isn't
out
that
of New
the
Mexico.
Arizona? I don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe it was Arizona. She was somewhere warm and moved somewhere really cold.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
bet she's going to be making a day trip to New Mexico soon. I just know it.
hey, I might be, now that I know I can go down there and just let the butt hang out, I mean,
There you go. Put some nice chaps on. Put some chaps on.
some chaps. Yeah. Yeah.
Assless chaps.
All
Okay.
chaps are assless, just
Yep.
for the record.
In
Just-
in Oklahoma, in Oklahoma,
if
it is
the
illegal.
chaps are not assless, they're leather pants.
There you go.
Okay. I'm sorry, in Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma, it's illegal to promote, engage in, or be employed by a, quote, horse tripping event. Also, it's unlawful to wrestle a bear. But at that point, the law is the least of your worries. So you
Well,
cannot.
I
What's
don't
horse
know.
tipping? I've heard of cow tipping.
I've never heard of horse tipping.
Yeah.
But I have again at county fairs. I've seen
Yep.
bear wrestling.
Can't wrestle a bear either.
Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Okay.
the bear's declawed. He's got a big mask on, and
So they just don't want us to have any fun at all, is what I'm hearing.
Exactly.
I,
Oh,
I was never a bear wrestling fan, and honestly, I'm not a big take my butt out in public fan
you're
either.
right.
So none of these laws are stopping me from having fun yet.
Right.
And I'm not a
Okay.
cannibal,
I was thinking about going to Minnesota this weekend and greasing a pig, but oh well.
Whatever. Okay, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Is Vaughn in here?
Pennsylvania.
Fool me once, shame on you. No person convicted of a felony may play bingo in Bensalem, Pennsylvania.
No person convicted of a felony can play bingo?
Yes.
What, can they dress in drag and call the bingo game?
Maybe they can't play it though. Okay.
That's a good question.
Oh God.
How would you know? I mean,
exactly.
Felons don't have like a felon card or a felon
right or
F
tattoo across their forehead. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway.
In South Carolina. Good news. In South Carolina, it is still illegal to work on Sundays. Bad news, it's also illegal to dance on Sundays. Fans of work and or footwork will both be happy to hear these laws are in the process of being repealed. No
Yay.
work, no dancing. When I first moved to Louisiana, you couldn't buy alcohol on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
And the first grocery store I went into was called Schwegmann's. It was huge, massive, like Costco size. And I went on a Sunday apparently, and they had it all roped off. You couldn't even go up the aisle.
Right.
I'd never heard of such a thing.
In Indiana, on Sunday, you can't buy before noon.
That's how it was. Yeah, that's how it was. Now you can buy it now, but when I was there, you couldn't buy it.
And it's just recently changed because it used to be you couldn't buy it at all on Sundays.
Right.
Then it was you can only buy it at gas stations and you can only buy beer and wine. And
right.
people were like, I'm sorry, before that, It was you could only buy it at a restaurant that served so much food through the week.
Right, right,
they had
right.
and
More food than alcohol or something like that.
right. But that, you got to go to a restaurant to drink on a Sunday, and that automatically means you're going to be drinking and driving to get back home from the restaurant. So
And you
that
might
is,
possibly dance.
and you might possibly dance,
I always dance when I drink. So, yeah, that's
Yeah,
a double whammy.
yeah.
Yep.
Get you both drunk dancing and just drink or working, right? It's not drinking, it's working. You can't work on Sunday in South Carolina?
You cannot work or dance.
So you can't be a dancer on
Right.
Sunday.
I bet the titty
I got
bars
it
aren't open.
confused. Oh, God. It is the Bible Belt, y'all.
Yep. In Texas. I don't
Book of
want to
Mormon.
even know. I don't even want to know how they came up with this one. It is illegal in Galveston, Texas, to throw litter out of an aircraft. How would you
How
throw
would you do
litter?
that?
Well, that's probably somebody like dropping flyers, vote for me or
Okay.
something, out of a helicopter or dropping turkeys on
Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving.
WKRP style.
I swear I thought turkeys could fly.
I love that show.
That was a great episode. Oh,
Oh,
my
this
God.
is good to know.
Oh my God, it's falling from the sky.
You're right, Katrina. You're right, Katrina. Strippers are shit out of luck.
Yeah, and because the airplane poop. Oh, there's another thing too. Yeah, luggage falling out.
This falls into the category in Utah of what the hell happened in Utah that this law had to be made. Hurling a missile into a bus terminal is a felony unless you are an appointed officer of the peace or commercial security personnel,
Then you
i.e.,
can hurl missiles and okay.
into a bus terminal.
What kind of missile?
Well,
Love missile.
In
hurling
that
a
sexy
missile.
voice. Oh, my God.
Hurling a missile, I think of Molotov cocktail, but that's because I'm on the West Coast.
I think of a missile, sidewinder off of a
Right,
jet
right.
missile.
Like
That's
yeah.
what I'm thinking. Yeah.
something or
Like,
other.
who has one of those in their pocket to hurl into a bus station?
Who has a rocket in their pocket?
Oh, no. It doesn't matter what we say. I know pickles and missiles and oh my gosh.
Yeah. You want me to drop my pickle from 1 foot onto a counter? Come on now.
How about a pickle missile? Go ahead.
In Virginia.
Okay. Oh, in Virginia. All right, here we go.
Prince William County, Virginia, it is illegal to keep a skunk as a pet. Man, that law stinks.
Oh, geez.
Oh my God.
Dad joke. Dad joke. Oh my God. In Washington State, in at least 2 Washington counties in 1991, it is illegal to poach a Sasquatch. It is roughly 1 million acres of land are an official Sasquatch protection and refuge area.
Now I got to comment on this one.
It's a Bigfoot sanctuary.
Because I've watched these shows, the Bigfoot hunters. Okay.
Yeah.
There is a legitimate area that is sanctioned off that they cannot go into. That is a Bigfoot sanctuary that the federal government has fenced off.
Sure, it's not just BLM land. I mean, Bureau of Land Management.
Bureau of Land Management. No. No.
Huh?
It's because they have seen Bigfoot in there, and if it does exist, they don't want it killed.
Wowzer.
Yeah, I'll have to get into this one Tuesday
I
night
mean,
too.
I'm kind of glad they have that law because, you don't want him killed or hurt,
Maybe somebody
any of
already
them.
killed him. That's why they had to come up with the law.
Oh my
Bigfoot.
God.
Okay, now here's my theory.
Are there multiple
Bigfoot,
big feet?
Bigfoot, Bigfoot is an
Yes.
alien. Bigfoot is an
Ah,
alien. Bigfoot is an alien, and Bigfoot can basically disappear. You know, be
kind of
there
like
one moment and be gone. And a lot of times in Bigfoot sightings, there will also be
a
uh,
UFO.
UFO sightings.
Hot damn.
Yeah,
Learn
That's
something new
true.
every day.
yeah.
West
So
Virginia, our favorite place. In West Virginia, it is illegal to use a drone or other unmanned aircraft to hunt birds. While you're out in the woods, you better not use a ferret instead of a hunting dog. That's $100 fine right there. No
Well,
drones and
wow.
no
oh my
ferrets. Who
God.
the hell took a ferret into the woods to hunt?
Ferrets are good hunters. Yeah,
Are they really?
yeah, they really are. And you get a little harness on them, and they're good trackers. But
See, they
drones,
Oh,
made that law instead of the law that said you're not allowed to stand in the middle of the road and point a gun
right,
at someone. They
right,
did
yeah,
the other one
right,
instead.
yeah.
Yeah.
right.
We went
So
with the
makes
ferret
sense.
law
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
because
This
there
is
was, it was getting close to an epidemic. There were, literally 5 people hunting with ferrets. So
Those
yeah,
ferret
we
hunters.
my
we
daughter.
got to stop. Yeah, we got to stop it.
My
Nip,
daughter
nip it in
has
the bud.
3 ferrets, and she calls one of them the little bitch. She says she's really cranky. Okay, last one, and this is a good law to have in Wyoming. Like Mama always said, don't buy junk from a drunk. In Wyoming, purchasing scrap metals, rubber, rags, or paper from an intoxicated person is prohibited. Ta-da!
Whoa,
Why?
why
What
Don't
does
was
it
buy
that?
junk
matter?
from a drunk. I don't know. It's
What in the
Wyoming,
world
man.
prompted that? Really, what prompted that?
Exactly. And that's it for me.
All right. Okay, Cunning, you got the bar's been set high.
That's not high. That was all stupid.
That's interesting and that's real stuff.
And,
I have a
and
few real things too. A few.
Look,
What were you
it's
going to
not.
say, Ann?
We're not talking about body parts and stuff. It doesn't matter what's real, what's not.
Well,
You,
these are
um,
you,
actual
we all,
headlines.
we all have a few real things, and it's
Yeah, we
okay.
do. We do.
we're all just a little weird.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's why we're here.
That's what
Exactly.
I like about all y'all, actually.
So Cunning has dumb headlines. Take it away,
Well, I
girl.
Okay, wait a second. We no, yeah, I'm going to. All right, there were football games this past weekend, and one of the key players was John Peters. Okay, and
Okay.
got injured on Friday, and the Saturday headline was "Team to play with Peters out." And
oh my God, yes.
and then on Sunday, the headline is "Team wins without Peters." So yeah, let's have some
oh my
stupid
God.
headlines.
Oh Lord.
All right, that's our setup for stupid headlines. Here we go.
What you got, Cunning?
Okay. Okay. Here's a stupid criminal kind of thing. From Sydney, Australia, 2 machete-wielding men barged into a Sydney bar demanding money. Now, what they didn't realize at the time that the club was hosting a bikers meeting at the time. So, long story short, one of the robbers ended up in the hospital, and the other was hogtied with electrical wire when the police arrived. So, that's
Bad timing.
really not stupid as much as very bad timing. Bad.
I know it's pretty stupid.
Yeah. Here's a stupid criminal.
Oh.
Mitchell Delade walked into a Baton Rouge, Louisiana hotel and asked the clerk for a room.
That was
The
his
clerk
first
was
problem.
right. Well, turns out the clerk wasn't a clerk; he was a state trooper, and the hotel wasn't actually a hotel; it was a state trooper station. And so he was arrested and charged with driving while intoxicated.
Go into the state troopers.
I want a hotel room now.
Yeah, go into the state trooper post. Can you give me a room? Yeah, we got one. It's got bars and.
They gave him a room for the night. Yeah, they did. They did.
Oh.
Okay, the next one. This was in Orlando. When an attempted robbery at a Lowe's home improvement store went awry, the guy, Mr. Hodges, he ran across the street and jumped a fence, running away from the cops. And it was into a crowded area. He thought he could get away, and he probably would have, except the fence and the place where he jumped into was the local nudist resort. So they immediately spotted him. So, and he was immediately arrested. Yeah, bad timing again. If I were a criminal, that's what I would end up. That's how I would get caught. Definitely.
If we ever went on a crime spree, it would be hilarious.
Oh, it would be. Oh, God. It would be Thelma and Louise meets the Keystone Cops. I don't know, something.
Right.
It would be pretty funny. Now, this was in Fresno, California, and this was very recent. This double, a double duo.
Hold on a second.
Recent. Okay.
You need to start over because you glitched there for a second.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay.
How is it better now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's good.
Okay. So recently, a woman in Fresno, California, was stopped at a DUI checkpoint for being soused. And trying to be helpful, she offered up soused, drunk, off her ass.
Oh, okay. Got it.
It's an old-fashioned word.
Yeah.
She was trying to be helpful. So she offered up info. My husband's right behind me, and he's even drunker than I am.
Nice.
They were both arrested. And this is okay. Where is that one? Yeah, that was okay. This is okay. Of drug thieves, it was their lucky day. They broke into a home in Silver Springs, Florida, and discovered 3 jars of cocaine. They took it home and snorted the contents. And that's when they discovered that the jars were in fact urns, and they were snorting the cremated remains of the victim's husband and 2 dogs. And they turned themselves in because they were afraid. Now, what happened was after they snorted it, one of them noticed a plaque on the front of one of the
oh my
jars.
God.
And then they turned themselves in at the hospital because they were scared it was going to hurt them.
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah. No.
That would be
Yeah, that one's a bad one. Yeah.
Wow.
So, sorry. That was kind of morbid, but I just would love to see the look on their faces when they saw that plaque. I really would. Poor guy.
Wow.
I know.
God.
I'm so
You-
sorry.
You snorted Grandpa.
And and
And Rover.
yeah. And the 2 dogs. Now,
My mom has 3 urns on her fireplace. 2 dogs and my dad. So that my mom would snort the dogs.
your mom's a dog snorter.
Oh
My mom has Alzheimer's and dementia. So
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I
sorry,
don't know.
dementia joke.
Are you ladies could you
Crazy?
well no. Well yeah, but well no.
Beautiful, yes.
Yes, but
Stunning, yes.
could you not tell the difference between cocaine and ground up bone?
Oh well, no,
Do
I
you
am-
think-
I could definitely tell the difference.
Okay.
I could
that's
Definitely. Within
That's kinda
seconds.
where- yeah. How did it get so
Oh.
far that they had to go to the hospital concerned that they'd snorted all of these dead processed beings?
They kept snorting.
They kept snorting it. Yes, I'm
They were
not
like,
getting
this
high.
is not good. This is not good.
I'm not getting high off of this. Why is this not impacting me? Oh, look at
I
this
mean-
plaque on the front here. Dead. You don't think that, oh no.
Rover.
I wonder what's going to happen to us. We've snorted a bunch of dead dogs.
Well, let's finish it off and just
Jeez.
see how it goes and then take ourselves to the hospital.
Yeah, maybe we'll get off on it. Who knows? I just can't. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Now,
else do we have?
okay. I have just a few funny headlines like you were talking about. And these
Yep.
are actual headlines. Like you said, it just cracks me up. And it's all about inflection and punctuation on a lot of these. But
Yeah.
just a couple of my favorites. Kids make nutritious snacks is one of my
Yes, they
favorites.
do. That goes along with the cannibalism.
That's what I was going to say. Everybody has to go to Wyoming, so cannibalism is not even an option.
And remember,
Kids
in Florida,
make
you can't
tasty
sell your
snacks.
kids either. So
Right.
Yep.
First,
Yep.
yeah.
I have
snack
one too.
killer.
Let's go back and forth. I have one too. Ready?
Do it.
Homicide victims rarely talk to police.
Rarely.
your turn. Your turn.
Okay. Typhoon rips through cemetery. Hundreds dead.
Good thing it wasn't a total loss.
We hate math, say 4 in 10. A majority of Americans.
A majority of Americans.
4 in 10.
4
Yeah,
in 10.
okay.
That's the new majority. Yeah, your turn.
Okay.
Body sniffing.
I got a good one. Go, girl. I got a good one.
Okay. Man struck by lightning faces battery charge.
That's one way to charge your phone.
And he's
Oh,
nicknamed
God.
Eveready. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Marijuana issues sent to a joint committee.
With the bong subcommittee.
Oh, here's a really good one. I bet this guy got a raise after, definitely a promotion. If strike isn't settled quickly, it may last a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You cannot argue with that. You
No,
can't.
that's genius.
Okay, ready for this? China may be using the sea to hide its submarines.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God. I'm not going to read that one. Okay, your turn.
Oh.
Okay. New study
this-
of obesity. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just going to say, is this a reflection of homeschooling? All right, sorry, go ahead. Headline.
I think it might be actually homeschooling in West Virginia. Yes, it is. West Virginia is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, it
I
is.
had a great. I've had some good times in West Virginia, Wheeling, West Virginia, specifically.
Oh,
Anyway.
Wheeling is gorgeous. I lived in the rafting area for a little while. I worked in a rafting company on
I'm
the
trying to think.
New River.
New River, yeah, the New River.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the Golly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous.
I've been down
gorgeous.
That. Yeah.
Really?
That's a nice ride. Yeah, it's a challenging. It's got some serious rapids.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they do. The Golly definitely does.
It's one of those you got to wear helmets and stuff,
Oh yeah. I mean,
it's not like just Indiana going down the river and hopping, yeah.
Didn't you tell me Cunning, didn't you
Mhm.
tell me a funny river story when you were, or was it not funny and I just thought it was? Didn't you fall
Was it
out?
the one? Yeah, the one where my sister reached out to grab me and misjudged the distance and pushed me out of the raft
instead.
Yeah, that was hilarious. So funny.
Do we have video?
Thank God, no. I have pictures. When you get on Twitter, let me know, Gary. I'll send you some pictures.
Okay.
Okay, I have one that's really. Let's see. Okay, new study of obesity looks for larger test group, which is just wrong.
They've got, they've got those shows. They've got those shows now that the like 1,000-pound friends and stuff. I mean, it's not hard to find them. They're popping up all over TV if they're really.
Well, go to Mississippi. Is that or wait? Which was the state where? Yeah, I mean, go hang around a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
72-ounce big drinks.
Okay. Man kills himself and runs away.
What?
Man kills himself and runs away.
How?
Maybe he tried to kill himself and he ran away, but it says man kills himself and runs away.
Oh my God.
Okay, go ahead.
And that got printed.
Yeah, that's
in
the thing.
Daily Sun. I don't know where this Daily Sun was, but yes, it got printed.
California. That's in California.
Shut up. All right, your turn.
Okay, miners refuse to work after death. They just refuse.
Yeah.
That would be kind of hard.
I think there was a death at the mining place.
Got it.
There's a death at the mining place, and it's not safe, so the miners aren't going to work. But
I would add a few words,
Yeah.
In case you didn't know this headline says bridges help people cross rivers.
Oh yeah.
Wait, and right below it, Northfield plans to plan strategic plan.
Northfield plans to plan
a strategic
plan. All righty. Wow. Yeah, who writes this stuff?
Oh my God. Go, Cunning. I got a good one after that.
Enfield, London couple slain. Police suspect homicide. In London, a couple was killed and police suspect homicide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Girls' schools still offering, quote, something special. Head.
What?
Sign me up.
Still offering something special. Head. I don't know. Oh
is
God.
that an Indiana girls' school or?
I don't know. Wait, it says. Wait, I can't read it. Waukesha?
Oh
Okay.
no.
That,
Waukesha, isn't that
no.
that's probably Wisconsin or
Wisconsin? Yeah,
Minnesota.
yeah.
That is Wisconsin, yeah.
Yep. Tiger Woods plays with his own balls, Nike says.
Oh my God.
Okay, your turn.
He quit using Nike golf balls and uses his own line of golf balls.
That's not funny. The other one is.
No, that's not funny, but Tiger Woods, Nike accuses Tiger Woods of playing with his own balls is much funnier.
It is.
All right, this is my last one, and this one is, I'm guessing, from Alabama, where I grew up.
Oh, okay, all right.
Just oh my God, I lost it. Hold on. See how funny I am. Okay, here we go. Enraged cow injures farmer with axe.
What?
An enraged cow injured a farmer with an axe. Yeah. I don't know how the cow held the axe, but yeah, I was pretty impressed.
Okay. I got a Mississippi one.
Wait a minute. I want to know what enraged the cow. Do we have any?
I mean, who
details?
the hell gives an axe to a cow?
The farmer's
Well,
wife.
I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe the farmer was trying to unconsensually be a cannibal. I don't know. I have no idea.
Consumption. Okay.
Wasn't there a song when we were kids? The farmer takes
The wife. The farmer takes the farmer takes the cheese.
Okay, well, this might have been the wife gave the cow an axe.
You never know. You never know.
With the farmer. Hey, you women are smart now. You can figure things out that we guys don't get. It just, little tip for the guys out there. Quit trying. They're so much smarter than we are. Just stop it.
This is
all right. What's yours?
One, and this is for Cunning.
Uh-oh.
Barbershop singers bring joy to school for the deaf.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Wait. I'm sorry, there is another one. Boy,
she's having so much fun.
Boy Scouts to accept gay boys. And the headline below it is "In through the back door."
Oh no.
Oh God.
All right, I have one more.
Yeah, we can't end on that one. We gotta have one more.
Let's end on this one.
Okay.
Which is probably also from Alabama. Astronaut takes blame.
Why are we picking on Alabama?
I can do that because that's my roll tide. Astronaut takes blame for gas and spacecraft.
Wait,
I
say it again.
Astronaut takes blame for gas and spacecraft.
Oh God.
Beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you
toot, the better you feel. So eat some beans for every meal.
And any unplanned gas in a spacecraft can be very, very deadly. So
unplanned gas on a date can be incredibly disruptive too.
Unplanned gas anytime, anywhere is pretty much bad.
Okay, I lied. I got another good one. Ready?
Oh, no.
Republicans turned off by the size of Obama's package.
More like intimidated, probably. Sorry.
Oh.
Man found dead in a graveyard. Poor Obama.
Oh my gosh. Yes,
Oh, that was
talking about a legislative package,
right.
and they left the word legislative out,
You're
so
right,
they're
exactly.
upset about the signing this
Absolutely.
package,
Yeah.
you know?
Ooh, woman missing since she got lost. So wait. Scientists to kill ducks to see why they're dying.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Poor
Oh my
ducky.
God. Dude.
Wait, was the bank robber a he or a she? And right below it, breast might be a clue.
It may not. You know, man boobs are,
Yep.
especially if you're drinking 64 ounces of Mountain Dew in a
Or
3-hour
72.
period.
Oh God. Oh, that
Oh,
was good. That was good.
woo, that was.
I needed that.
Oh, okay. Actually, people are still watching.
Wow, really?
I
Yeah.
can't believe it.
Are they fighting? No, they're laughing.
Y'all
No,
are
yeah.
awesome.
Oh,
This was way more fun than talking about other stuff, really.
Yeah.
It was a
Yes,
nice
this was
break.
a nice
cocaine
break.
cow.
Do what?
I'm looking at the chat. LOL, cocaine cow says easily distracted.
Hmm. Oh, the cocaine.
God.
Well, you know, Cocaine Bear is out now, the
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Yep.
And so,
Oh,
hey,
wait. GSP has, okay, do you know why they have fences around cemeteries? No, GSP. Why do they have fences around cemeteries?
because people are dying to get in, I bet.
I don't know.
That's it. He said it.
McKaylee, yes, we die laughing when we're on the phone together every
I bet
day.
they do, yeah.
Oh my
We
gosh, that can't even be put on a show. Like
No,
it's
it's
so
ridiculous and stupid and seventh grade, and it's hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, so
we
you
do.
you bring me the A game, huh? And you get down in the gutter.
Nobody would understand it. Nobody would
we
understand it.
we
We
try
have
to clean it up a little.
we have a problem. We think we might actually be the same person, so we kind of talk in shorthand. You know, we say half a joke and we both start laughing. So yeah, you're getting our A game because our morning game does not make sense.
We mostly talk and then we just laugh at ourselves, each of us. So
Every
that's pretty
single time.
funny.
If you're making yourself laugh, chances are other people are going to laugh too, as we prove each and every Wednesday night. People love you ladies on here. Well,
Oh,
We love them too. They're
now,
awesome.
we had
no,
a
okay.
conversation. We had a conversation a couple of weeks ago, and randomly comparing beauty products. Now, mind you, I don't know about you, Cunning, but I'm not putting on makeup every day. So I said, yeah, I was looking at something that was like expensive, and I started laughing, and I said, I still use the Pond's cream lotion. And she goes, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And she's running. I can tell she's leaving the room. And she goes, hang on a minute. And she took a picture and sent it to me. And we both have the same old lady lotion in our cabinet.
Literally
Like,
the
we're
same
probably the
exact.
only two people in the country that buy this shit. McKaylee, it is the best thing to come out of this. We say this every single day. We're incredibly grateful that we met. We have a lot of the same likes and dislikes, and we can talk each other down off the ledge when we need to. We almost had a catastrophe yesterday because we were both depressed, and I didn't know who was going to get us out of it. Usually we take turns. But yeah, it is the best thing to come out of the convoy or the shit show or whatever you want to call it. Absolute best. And you guys,
I know I sure look forward to Wednesday nights. And
when we hop into the RV and start going across country, we're going to either get arrested or have a lot of fun.
are you going to do that?
We
Or
want
is it just
are.
talk?
Yes,
We
we
are
are.
gonna.
We're going to have
And we're
twin
gonna
beds.
video it all. The
Yeah,
rest, the
we're gonna
fun.
have twin beds in the back of the RV with a little nightstand in between. Gonna put twin beds in there, and we're gonna have
Because
a big ass RV.
Lori Arnold and I are talking about it. We're
Yep,
talking about taking the show on the road for
we
like
can go all over the country. Just think
like
about it.
a week at a
It would be
time or
so much
so.
fun.
Yep,
Yeah,
I have
so
never
much fun.
Hey,
been east of Louisiana. So, with the exception of like a 5-hour layover in Chicago once, I haven't seen anything on the
oh my
East Coast.
gosh. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Okay. All right. Yeah,
I haven't
I don't know if it'll happen or not, but people want to see it. They want to see us riding around together and
Yep.
going and visiting places for some reason. So
I want to go. I want to go straight to DC first,
yeah.
and we'll pick up AP and Ant.
What if
Find
he's in New Mexico?
we'll find him. Really, we need Lori and Jay Met, so we'll have to stop in Texas. Although I have a strict rule: when I crossed Texas to move to where I am right now, I said I will never see
Never
that
go
state
back.
again, ever. It takes 800 years to get across Texas.
Texas is a big, long state to drive across.
Days.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I took a picture with the
But I had a blast in Texas too. Anyway.
I had a picture of me by the road sign that says you are now leaving Texas, and I was flipping the bird. My daughters took it. So I said that the only time I'll ever see Texas again is from the window of an airplane.
You can drive across Indiana in probably 4.5 hours.
Oh, see how fun?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Now
Texas
going
does.
north and south, up and down Indiana
Right.
is going to take you about 8 to 10 hours.
And we came in and we went. I'm trying to think of where we ended up in California, but you think, oh wow, we're almost to our destination, and California's freaking long.
Oh my gosh, it's incredibly long. Yeah, going from north and south to
I
California.
mean, I knew that. I lived there most of my
Yeah.
childhood and adult life, but it was like, damn, now we're stuck in California.
Yeah.
Yeah, a road trip would be epic.
Yeah, and maybe we can like set it up so that we travel together so
Heck
that if
yes,
something happens to one, the other's there for what I mean. Something
exactly,
happens to one of the
exactly.
We
RVs.
have to do that. Yeah.
It'll be a caravan.
Yeah. Not a convoy.
Not a
No,
convoy.
caravan.
Yes.
Caravan. We could call it a doofus van.
Yes. Yes, of course.
I like it.
A doofus van.
Yeah, instead of a caravan. Yeah. Make it unique. And we'll just go ahead and start our own network, just like we'll call it AD46 instead of IP2. We'll be AD46, American DUFUS 46. We'll be a network for people 45 and over.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Route 66 would be fun.
You think you're going to make fun of us? You think you're going to call us boomers? We're just going to make our own network and take over the freaking internet. Look out.
And then we're going to
Yes.
then we're going to go to DC and take over that.
Then we're going to DC. Yeah, and we'll show you how to sit on the mall and lawn chairs.
Oh, McKaylee, Route 66 is so great. That would be a great, just a great drive. So many cool things to see.
That is at the top of Lori and I have been discussing it, and the first thing
chop people, we're not getting any younger.
The first thing we were talking about was Route 66 from Chicago to the Santa Monica Pier.
Oh, wow.
So we'll set it up for the fall, right?
Late summer, early fall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
To make sure weather, to give us our best shot with weather and stuff.
No, I mean this fall.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let's do it, y'all.
Late summer, early fall. That'll give us time to get sponsors or fundraising or whatever, and get everything
There
all
you
put
go.
together. And
That'll
get
give
all
us
the
time
to give
yeah.
us time to renovate the RV and change that queen bed into two twin beds.
Yeah.
Well, and we have to
absolutely.
install the hot tub on top too. So
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, I'm
Hot
sorry.
tub.
I've always been like a quasi celebrity, so I don't go anywhere without a hot tub.
Without your hot tub,
I understand.
Can you put bubbles in a hot tub?
It all depends how big she is.
You're on a roll, Barry. Oh, he's horsey. He's horsey tonight.
My stomach hurts. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay.
I needed this tonight, and I needed if you haven't watched it yet, DUFUS, Damnation Drive-In.
Oh yeah,
It's
Baldy
freaking
Banks.
hysterical. Yes.
Yes. I mean, you can't go wrong with Baldy. You know. Absolutely.
They did a what was it? Fire Sharknado today. They had a new weapon. Fire Sharknado to get rid of the chuds.
The Sharknado movies are a guilty pleasure of mine. I love those Sharknado movies, and
oh God,
I can't help it. I'm sorry, I do. They're hilarious.
I actually love them too. Georgia.
Hey.
I hope this doesn't.
I don't know
our
how
friendship.
I feel about you anymore, Cunning.
You eat fried chicken with a fork, hush.
I do.
Okay, all right. Here's what we'll do, Georgia. Every once in a while, Cunning will get in the RV with me, and we'll watch the tornado movies. The Sharknado.
You
movies.
absolutely cannot trust Lori and I in an RV together.
And you and Lori.
You can eat fried chicken with a fork in your RV.
Well, Lori and I would fuck some shit up. We'd find trouble.
You know, Sissy makes a good point. We might even be able to chase some tornadoes out there.
Oh, hell no.
Oh.
I don't drink enough. I don't drink.
I'd rather chase cannibals or greased pigs, honest to God. Honest to God. I've seen enough tornadoes to last me a lifetime.
Oh.
I lived in Louisiana for Katrina, Rita, Gustav, and I'm so traumatized I can't remember any of the other ones. But no tornadoes, no hurricanes.
Yeah, I was in NOLA about 6 months after Katrina hit.
Oh my God!
When they were the cleanup was still going on, and the refurbishing and the rebuilding, and they were so happy to have tourists there.
I know,
because there weren't many of us that were there, and it was just like, man, it's absolutely so.
My first trip there was a work trip and it was probably about 9 months after. And driving in was just eerie. I mean, I sat through it, but I didn't live in New Orleans. I lived in Baton Rouge. So, and it hit us too, but just not like it did in New Orleans. So shout out to DOA YouTube channel and Anarchy Princess on Twitch and YouTube. Yes. Are they live?
Are they live?
I think DOA is. I don't know if AP is.
Okay. All right. Well, we've been on for a couple hours. Let's go ahead.
That was stupid news from GA and Cunning.
Yeah.
Hey, I have an idea for our caravan, our DUFUS van. We could travel to each of the 50 states, even Alaska.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I'm not good at geography. And in each state,
we got to raise money to fly to Hawaii. But...
Hawaii.
Oh, we can do it. We'll start a Grift Then Go, and we can go to each state and break that law that Georgia named off tonight.
Right.
We can take the list. I really don't want to eat anybody though.
Oh, let's.
I don't want to eat anybody.
We'll
I'll
think
fix
of
a
something
pig.
to get around that.
I'll bounce a pickle and I'll eat it. And I'll eat fried
Don't
chicken
say
with my
anything,
mouth,
Barry.
but I will not.
I've got a rule. If you're gonna bounce the pickle, you got to be willing to eat it. All right, I'm sorry.
That's a good ending right there.
Right there. That's it. That's
All
it.
right.
But I'm pumped.
I will be back tomorrow night, I think. And ladies, we're gonna do this next Wednesday.
Heck yeah. You
I
don't
hope
know what
so.
we're going to come up with, though. We might come up with something stupid again.
That's great.
Okay.
That's fine, no problem. All right, Ant
Good
is
night,
live.
everybody. Good night,
Thank you,
Doofus.
Gaetz.
Night,
Love ya.
y'all.
All right, love
Thanks,
you all.
y'all.
Bye.
Everybody head over to Ant. Ant is live right now. And as always, thanks to the ladies. We have fun on here. We joke around, and it's the middle of the week. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. It's how we get over the hump and make our way towards the weekend. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for clicking on. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for being in the chat. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you're not a subscriber, notification so you know when we're on. We'll be on tomorrow night at 10. And as of right now, we're going to have game night tomorrow night. Have some fun. So, greased pigs. Thank you, Makala. Lisa Hurley. Yay. Mater. He's sneaking around. I'm guessing Ant's sneaking around in the dark. Love you too, GA. Always be kind. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Greatly appreciated. Love you all. We'll do it again tomorrow night at 10. You never know what's going to happen. It's Doofus After Dark on the American Doofus channel. Namaste. Shalom. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Blessings be upon you from the Most High in the name of the Son, Christ Jesus, with the power of the Holy Spirit. Positive vibrations. Peace. How we do this right there. Love. We'll see you tomorrow night at 10. If we don't see you somewhere before then, somewhere along these inner tubes, internet. Love y'all. Peace. Dark world. It's a dark world.